Okay, so good morning, class, and welcome to the session. Okay, so it's already. So I'm just checking how many people have joined. So still 10. Okay, but anyway, let's get started. I think we have already passed our boundary of 10:45. So anyone who tried building the model on LungCap data, please. Kaisa aaya model? What is the R square adjusted R square? Anyone would like to share? Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
किसी ने ट्राई करा मॉडल आया R square adjusted R
Yes,
square?
sir. Yes, sir.
So Vaishnavi, how much was the R square or adjusted R square? कितना?
Sir, R square was sir, 0.85, sir.
0.85.
And adjusted R square as well, mean it was like 0.855. It was good, sir.
Okay. Okay. What about others? So Vaishnavi ने तो करा है as usual. बाकी Prathamesh is sharing the values. R square 0.8495 adjusted R square. Okay, ठीक है, fair enough. Anyone else apart from these two people? Vaishnavi and Prathamesh. बाकी किसी ने try नहीं किया?
Sir, while doing means error. While doing error, na sir, there was some outliers in means when I plotted box plot for errors. So at that time there were some outliers in it. So how I was not able to handle that outliers.
So you are not able to remove the outlier, you are saying?
Yes, sir. Means I was not getting means what to do to get remove the outliers in error code, sir.
Okay. 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 We'll see that. We'll see that. But since you have tried, at least you faced some problem, you know? So that's why I said ask people to don't worry. We will do that. Anyone else who faced any issue, any challenges while building model? अगर build किया होगा तो issue आया होगा. So I'm getting one answer from Prathamesh. Okay, one answer from Shubham Kartik and Kalpesh. Okay, so 4 people tried. So low response. Shubham R square adjusted R square. Okay, ठीक. Hey guys, I think there was net fluctuation at my end. So, am I audible now? Screen दिखता है सबको?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, ठीक है.
Yes,
so, thanks
sir.
for confirming. Okay, thank you. So let's. So how do we check nulls in R? उसका कोड क्या है? Please बताओ. Nulls कैसे check करते हैं? Though I know that इस file में nulls नहीं है, but still let's check it.
Sir, column sums into bracket is dot na into bracket lc.
Call sums.
Yeah, as
is dot
na.
na, and then you pass the name of the data frame. Okay,
Yes.
Call sum is dot na. So it gives you all zeros. Okay, so call sums is na LCM. Okay, and now let's view our LCM file. So I'm putting all the code in almost same line so that it looks. So I see that there are 3 columns which are probably non-numeric. So what I can do is I can convert them. So
Okay.
how do you want to do it? You want to use your as
As
dot
dot.
factor as dot factor as dot numeric? Okay, fair enough. You can use it, I think. LCN gender and as dot factor as dot numeric. And you say LCN dollar gender. And let's see what happens.
Smoke is
So,
also there in, sir. Non-numeric.
so it gets converted into 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, so let's convert all of them. So which is the next column? So you have
Smokers.
the smoke. Yes, so let's replace this with the smoke. Then you have cesarean. Okay, so data got converted. Now, what shall we do? Shall we do a sampling? So for sampling, I need to do the library dplyr dplyr so that I can use the sample one. Attaching dplyr. Okay, fair enough. So it's just a warning message. It is a warning, not an error, so you can ignore it. So let me run it once again. I should not get a warning. So it means it has been attached. Now let's do our samples. Let me say sample LCN or use any variable name. And then I'll say sample. How many samples do you want to create? You want to create 2 samples on which data? You want to create on LCN and then probability equal to C. Let me say 0.8 comma 0.2. So if everything goes fine, I should have 1 and 2s, 1 and 2s. Okay, so
sir, what is means in that replace is equals to true also, no, sir?
pardon?
Sir, what does this do, sir? Replace is equals to true and false.
Basically, at this moment, I am not giving replace. Okay, so what it is doing, it is giving me an error. Okay, so replace equal to true means I am no, you are giving replace equal to true or replace equal to false.
Replace is equals to true, sir.
Replace equal to true, so it indicates your random sampling. This is a part of the syntax. So probably they could have skipped this part while designing. जिसने भी डिजाइन करा है सैंपल फंक्शन उसको skip कर देना चाहिए था. But somewhere you have to give it. So if you do not give it, it gives an error. So cannot take the sample larger than population when replace equal to false. So for random sampling, replace equal to true is mandatory. Okay. Otherwise, वो error दे देगा. Part of a syntax. Now, if I see my sample LCN, you would be having 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's create our LCN train and let's create our LCN test. So LCN and then I'll say sample LCN equal to 1 comma. Select all the columns and rows based upon 1 and 2. So let's see our dim function करके देख सकते हैं LCN train and dim LCN test. So what's the dimension? So 596. Others, please confirm.
Sir, mine it's 587, sir.
Yes. So now see, this is one thing which is different from Python. So let's do one thing. 596 plus 129. देखो कितना आता है. So it should reach the original number 725. right? So for different people, this number, so I am having 596 in my LCN train. Even though you are doing 80-20 sampling, this number may keep on changing. But in Python, it was never changing. So for example, 725 into 0.8, what is the number? So it is 580. But over here, I am having 596. So difference of 16. So it is not exactly 80%. It is little more than 80 or little less than 80. So this is where a little challenge is there in R. So the random sampling when you're doing. So in Python, it was always the exact number, excluding the decimal part. A little one more or one less. But over here, it is not one more or one less. It can be 15-20 records more or 15-20 records less. Or if your data is in millions, there can be thousands more or thousand less, right? So next time when I run, so I'm 39. This time it is still 589 and 136. You run it once again. It changes to 579 and 146. Previously it was 589. So not only the position of the record, but the total number of records are also changing in R. Okay, guys. So Prathamesh has posted one code. Please confirm सबका यहाँ तक हुआ है, because I want to introduce one new thing now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what? Yes. अच्छा, suppose remember Python में हम कैसे करते थे? Python में I used to say train test spread and followed by data frame, and then I used to give test underscore size and whatever size, let me say, you want to do. Okay, then remember एक parameter और भी देते थे हम, random underscore state. याद आ रहा है सबको? Random state equal to
101.
some number, any number. So let me say some number. Please confirm करो, सबको ये याद आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Random state. So basically, अगर random state हम देते थे, then your sample was fixed. Your sample was fixed. So every time you run your sample code, you would be creating the same train and same test. So something similar can be done over here also. And this time it makes much sense in R because the function name is little better. Set.seed. Set.seed and give, let me say 1, 2, 3. So you are fixing the seed. अगर seed fix हो गया तो plant भी fix हो जाता है. So set.seed and now you run it. Every time you will have the same sample. You will have the same sample. सब लोग चाहो तो check करके देख लो. So let me do one thing. So let me say view LCN train. सब लोग please यहाँ पे ध्यान से देखना. View LCN train. So this is how your LCN train looks like. Okay. Then again I am running. And till now I haven't done the view. So कैसा था? 6.45, 6, 621 and 1. अब वापस view run करके देखते हैं. देखो same data आ रहा है. और let me do one thing. जब तक लोगों को सबूत ना दो तो लोग मानते नहीं हैं. तो एक काम करते हैं, शुरू के कुछ रिकॉर्ड को उठा लेते हैं और देखते हैं क्या सही आता है. वैसे तो आना ही चाहिए. So let me share the entire screen. Parallelly मेरा ऑफिस का वर्क वैसे चल रहा है, but so this is the screenshot I have taken, and now let me run it once again. Okay, so I'll run from set.seed. इसको run किया, and then again view किया. देखो सामने सामने देखो. Is it same, guys? Check. So every time, so since you have fixed the seed, every time you run, you would be creating the same sample. Okay. This is what your set.seed, and it is equivalent to your random state in Python. Ab sab log please lagao. So when you are running it, please select this thing and run till this point. Guys, done? सबको समझ में आया set.seed क्या है? Okay. Now let's build a model. So let me say model on LCN, and let's invoke LM. What is my target variable? My target variable is langcap. Okay. And as of now, let me say I want to use all the variables. So I'll say dot, comma, and data equal to LCN underscore trail. That's it. Somewhere I find fit method ज़्यादा easy लगता है, but ठीक है, ये भी सही है. Now let's have a summary model LCN. Let's see. So summary में भाई क्या आ रहा है? So okay, all the variables seems to be significant. सबकी value 0.05 से कम आ रही है. So age, height, smoke, gender, cesarean, and R square is this much. Adjusted R square is this much. P value is this much. F stats is this much. And residuals are in this range, -3 say. Okay, so fair enough. I don't think there would be any outliers. And then smoke is having a negative impact. Cesarean is having a negative impact. Okay. Those who hadn't tried yesterday, at least aaj please apne values ko share karo. Share your, at least share this line on the chat window. I want to see others. So apart from Pratmesh, Shubham, Kalpesh, Vaishnavi, others, please share this part. Multiple R square and the adjusted R square. Let me know, guys, please. So Shreyas is sharing multiple R square, adjusted R square, okay. 0.5, 0.85, okay. Okay, guys, am I audible? आवाज आ रही है मेरी? There is some net fluctuation.
Yes, sir.
Audible? Okay, ठीक है. So R square and adjusted R square. So let's quickly do one thing. And so model.lcn, and let's check our residuals. Okay, let's check our residuals. So these are my residuals. So I'll not say check them, but let's build a box plot on them. And are there any outliers? There seem to be 2 outliers. Okay, fair enough. Let's build a histogram. So this is one good thing in R. So in Python, first of all, you have to do prediction and then find the errors. But over here, you are already get the residuals. Residuals is nothing but a thing. So histogram wise, it looks okay. But then there are 2 outliers are there. There are 2 outliers. One over here and one over here. Let's do one thing. So Vaishnavi, I think others also please focus over on this part. So let's see, how can we get rid of the outliers? So ABC. So if you see ABC, you will get something like this. So 2 outliers are this. So the least value and the highest value. The least value and the highest value are the outliers.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I have a completely unrelated question about placements. I don't have an engineering background or I don't have a computer science background, but all the jobs that I'm getting, they all require like these degrees. So do you think I can get a job without these background?
What is your qualification?
I've done my BCom and then I've done my master's in hospitality.
Okay. No, I think you should be able to get it because while you were taking admission in this course, Marticus, they would have given you, the counselor would have given you, he would have understood your background, and based upon that only he would have given you the enrollment. So the chances would be less, but you will get, because I have seen people from other batches which were from non-engineering background and they have got placed. So you are not the only one. People have got placed. But a little bit more effort may be needed from your side and from the placement team. But chances are there. Fair enough, chances are there.
I'm in tier 2 right now. Do you think I'll be better off in tier 1?
You are where?
Tier 2.
Tier 2.
Yeah.
Tier 2 city, you are saying?
Oh no, I've got 76% in my mock.
Okay. Achha, mock has been conducted. Which mock?
SEM 1 mock.
Okay. Who took the mock?
I don't know. Some lady had taken it.
Guys, others, who took the mock? So, सबका mocks किसी same नहीं लिया होगा ना? Same person ने?
No, sir. Different. Means they put this in the batches, sir. Like 5, 6 batches were made. And the people and the instructors took the mock. I don't know which instructors, but ours was someone named Jeevan.
Okay, so mock कब हुआ था ये mock? When was the mock conducted?
So,
Before
1 week.
Sir.
1 week ago.
1 week ago. So before
1
Diwali?
week ago. Yes, sir.
Yes. Before
Like
Diwali.
2 days before Diwali.
तुम लोग यार मुझे कभी बताते नहीं हो. अच्छा, so ठीक है, नहीं बताया. So how was the score?
Sir, we thought you knew about it, sir.
Sir, it was remock for first sem.
Okay, no. See, yeah, no. Why? Because I'm not taking mock for you guys because mera mock lena can be called as bias because people may say I have a favorite candidate or whatever. So mock has to be taken by third person so that he can evaluate not only the candidates but also the trainer, in this case me. Okay, so kaisa hua mock in general?
Yes, sir.
The mock was good.
10 people failed.
10 people failed. Failed as in score below how much?
Score below 10 out of 30.
Okay, so total marks were, so mock 30 marks ka tha, total marks was 30.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
And if you get less than 10, it is considered to be failed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
But they are not even assigned marks properly. Means I didn't even get my marks. And
Hmm.
Saurabh's also, they didn't give, means like nothing is, they said marks are on portal. So when we go on portal, there are no marks. I have complained so many times to Utkasha ma'am, but she doesn't do anything about it.
On the portal for me, it's happened and it says I've got 76% and I'm on tier 2. I'm just 4% away from tier 1. That's why I'm hopeful that maybe in SEM 2 mocks and SEM 3 mocks, I can, make up for that 4%.
Yes. No, see, basically, take these mocks seriously. Why? Because see, if anyone asks me, okay, tell me which all candidates are good if opportunity comes, then I have my own information, because since I have taken classes for you, so I know which candidate stands where. So they will take my opinion, but then they have to rely somewhere on the marks. Okay. So let's say if there is a company coming, so they will try to give the opportunity to those people who have got good marks and have cleared the mocks. And obviously those who haven't cleared the mocks, they would not be given that opportunity till the time they clear the mocks. Okay. So take these mocks seriously, because I've seen these mocks playing a role in the opportunities you get. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And
so is tier 2 as good as tier 1?
I don't know. I can't comment on that, but yes, try increasing your marks. काफी marks increase करो अपने. So try getting in tier 1, because placement teams they do not have a personal touch, so they don't know personally who Vaishnavi is or who Prathamesh is. They will see, okay, this is the mock list. Okay, who got good marks in mocks? पहले उसको call दे देंगे. उसके बाद फिर बाद वालों को फिर बाद वालों को ऐसा होता है. So this is what I have seen, and that is fair enough also, because a placement team cannot have a personal information, or personally they cannot know each and every candidate, right? And every time they cannot rely on me that every time I should be giving the feedback, because then मेरे ऊपर भी एक दो बार ऐसा इल्जाम लगा that I am doing favoritism or whatever. So better is go with the mocks one. And mock is taken by the third person, so it is obviously neat and clean, and there is no bias and no preconceived notation कि ये candidate ऐसा है वो वैसा है.
But
So
for someone like me who doesn't have a degree in engineering or computer science, tier 1 is absolutely vital, right?
So yes, I see it is जितने ज़्यादा marks होंगे, that is better for you. So the chances will increase. Okay, but don't think that since you don't have a engineering background, you will not get a placement call, or you will not be getting placed. So I know many who are from BCom or BCommerce or whatever, they have got placed. Obviously, it took some effort, it took some more time, but they got placed. So you try increasing your marks, some SEM 2, SEM 3.
Okay, sir.
Okay. और किसके अच्छे मार्क्स आए हैं? टियर 1 वाला कौन है जिसके 80%, 90 कुछ ऐसा आया है, या किसी के बहुत कम आए हैं? कोई कुछ एनी क्वेश्चंस जो ऐसे आ गए हो which you guys think probably were very tough, out of syllabus, क्या कुछ ऐसा हो गया था? वैष्णवी नॉर्मली है?
सर मुझे मेरे मार्क्स ही नहीं मिले सर अभी तक.
अच्छा, बट क्वेश्चंस जो नॉर्मली पूछे, so
yes
marks
sir, it was in means like syllabus, mostly it was based on mine it was based on statistics mostly, and 2-3 once SQL questions and 2-3 Python questions, sir.
Okay, and
So
what about
for my Python, she just asked me one question. She told me tell me all the functions of Python and I could only remember 6-7 functions. So out of 10, I only got 3 marks. That's why I got 76.
But why do you remember only 3 functions? कितने तो functions हैं?
I know. I only remembered 6-7 functions.
Okay. At least in pandas you could have told some 30-40 functions, no?
I know I made a mistake. I could have been in tier 1. I just made a mistake with Python. She said I did well in SQL. She said I did well in even in statistics. I got full 10 on 10 in those 2 subjects. Just Python I screwed up.
Okay. Achha, one more thing, guys. What I'll suggest, you all are there on the WhatsApp group, and so don't keep question to yourself. So let's say there was certain set of questions which were asked.
Yes sir, yes.
Yes sir, we created one group and we have shared already all questions on that group.
Yes.
Can someone add me on that group? I'm not on that group.
So yeah, So please add Dhruv also. So I think most of the people are from Pune, and since you are not there in Pune, so they are probably you're out of that. But I think that is their personal group. So get added. Please add him. Not only questions, guys. Uske answer bhi likh lo. Excel sheet डालो. Questions, answer, question, answer, and be ready with it. Not only for the mock, but also for the company interviews. Anyone else who would like to share? क्या question पूछा गया? कोई ऐसा question or somewhere?
Sir, I was absent on that particular day because of my grandfather died. So I was not able to go for the mock. So my mock is going to be reconsidered again.
Okay, so please get in touch with Utkarsh, get it scheduled, get it done, अब यहाँ से जो mocks हो रहा है ना, जो third parties भी ले रहे हैं,
one more thing I need to ask, like I have a gap of 1 year. Like previously I was working with DRDO as a propulsion engineer. So after that, I was working as a design engineer there for military. So should I mention that in resume or not?
You can mention. So you're working as a design engineer, na?
Yes, sir. As a propulsion engineer for rockets and warfare head.
You mentioned you have 1 year experience. No problem. 1 year experience, and then you have switched to data science. No problem. Okay. Mention कर सकते हो. Okay. ठीक है. अच्छा. Now, guys, can we come back to our coding part? कर रहे थे हम.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's see this thing. So you have this thing, $out and 270.306416. So I see that there are 2 outliers. Okay. So, but now see, this is where the people are getting confused. See, you are getting 2 outliers. Vaishnavi, this is for you and others also. So you are getting 2 outliers when you are doing a box plot on the residuals. But remember, there is no point removing the outliers from the residual. Outliers have to be removed from the total data. So let's do one thing. Let's try to build our histogram. Let's try to build a histogram on the entire data. So histogram on, I'll not say histogram, but let me see box plot. Box plot on LCM dollar. So over here, I can notice that there is 1 outlier is there. Now you can get rid of that outlier. Okay. You can get rid of that outlier. Vaishnavi, is the thing getting clear? You never remove the outlier.
Yes, sir.
You remove the outliers from the entire data, right? Okay. And so now if I store this thing, let me say, so basically the outlier would be the least value, right? So let me say minimum. What is the minimum value over here? Minimum value over here is this much. So 0.507. So what I can do is I can say LCN equal to LCN and LCN dollar lung cap greater than 0.507. That's it. Logically, I should put this line just above the sample part. Okay. Then let's again go for our train and test. And try building the model once again. Let's do the summary. So 0.8595 and 0.8583. Okay. So still there are outliers. But if you want, you can ignore these outliers. Why? Because let's do one thing. Okay. Okay, but if I do this thing, yeah, outliers, no outliers. Okay. So let's build a histogram. See, if you see that there are outliers, probably over here you can ignore these outliers, because if you notice, these outliers are not very far away. These are not very far away outliers. So for example, your values are going from -2 to plus 0.2.84, and the outlier is outlier on the higher side is outlier on the lower side is -3.33, and the value is going till -2.57, and over here it is going till 0.30126, group 1. Okay, so record number 136 and 270. Record number 136 and 270 are outliers. So see, let's do one thing. If you want to see the record, that for which record you are getting a problem. So 136 and 270. So if you want to see that record, so what you can do is you can say LCN, and you can see C136, 270. So I'm not over here, but LCN underscore train. So for these two records, model is giving the problem. Now, if you want, you can get rid of these records if you want. Okay. Okay. So for these two records, model is giving the very high results, or it is predicting the values which are far away from the actuals. So if you want, you can get rid of these two records as well. But keep one thing in mind, that since you are doing a random sampling, and let me change the seed. Let me say I change the seed to 1, 2. So you may get some more outliers. Or let me say I change it to this thing. अब देखते हैं क्या outliers आते हैं. Let me remove this part. Seed part. देखो, because of random sampling, sometimes you are getting 1 or 2 outliers, sometimes you are not getting the outliers. So my suggestion is, just because you are having 1 or 2 outliers, it doesn't mean that your assumptions are getting broken. And remember, these are assumptions. These can be, you are never 100% sure. So based upon your interpretation, you can ignore them also. So for example, when I build a histogram, I don't see any issues over there. Okay, I don't see any issues over there. So values are rising and then values are falling. Okay, but if you want to find which are the outliers, so I have already told you. Okay, Vaishnavi, समझ में आ रहा है तुमको? How to find the outliers?
Yes, yes.
है ना? So how did I got this line number 136 and 170?
Yes.
So based upon that, you can remove it. Okay. Now let's do this thing. Let's plot the error terms. So I can plot the model LCN residuals. Okay, so when you plot it, and let me say color equal to red or whatever. अच्छा, color equal to, sorry, I think पूरा red देना पड़ेगा. अरे प्रॉब्लम क्या है? Colors. And this is where I get confused with Python and R. कैसे दिया था उन्होंने कलर? COL. Okay. So color equal to red, green, whatever. So do you find any pattern in error terms? According to me, I don't find any pattern in error terms. So the error terms are normally distributed and there is no pattern among the error terms. Okay, let's do the prediction. So let me say prediction on test data. So predict LCM test. So for prediction, I'll use my predict function. And then you use your model LCM. And you pass your test data, LCM test. Okay, and if you want to find error LCM test, you can find it. So you can say error is nothing but actual minus predicted. Actual minus predicted. Okay, so see, before I go any further, let's do, so I missed one check. So always find the mean of your error term. So no one pointed this out. So mean of the error should always be 0. So, and I will do model LCM and dollar residuals. So this should be close to 0. Okay, so this is coming 0. So it means my assumptions are holding true. Okay, so sub log please line number 389 add karo. I think this line we missed yesterday also and we had missed today also. So remember in Python we have done the mean of your error terms should always be 0. So E minus 17 is nothing but 17 zeros after decimal. So which is nothing but your 0. Please add, everyone, I repeat, please add this line number 389.
Done, sir.
Ideally, it should be 0. Okay. Ideally, it should be 0. So I have done this thing. Now let's find our MSC and all those things. MSC LCN and RMSC LCN. And let me find MAPE LCN. And then I'll introduce the inbuilt functions for MSC, RMSC. But एक बार manual calculations देख लो because this is where which always helps. So what is MSC? MSC is nothing but mean of your squares, mean of your errors. So this is your errors. Uska square कर लो और उसका mean ले लो. And then RMSC is nothing but power, or you can say power 0.5. And this would be nothing but mean absolute error divided by actual. Actual कहाँ से आएगा? Actual will come from here. Mean divided by actual into 100. That's it. Okay. So this, and this. So 1.2 MAP इतना ज़्यादा कैसे आ रहा है? Have I made any mistake? Predict.
Sir, error लेते हैं ना, error absolute of error.
हाँ error लेते हैं. So see error, yes, very good point. So error लेते हैं. So अभी सही आ जाना चाहिए. So 13.8. So error into 100 divided by actual. So what by mistake what I had done, I had taken predicted, है ना? So error into 100 divided by actual. फिर उसका absolute लिया, फिर उसका mean लिया. So you get your mean absolute percentage errors. सब लोग please quickly अपने values share करो of MSc, RMSc, MAPE. अच्छा, and one more thing guys, जो तुम्हारा मॉक लेता है एटलीस्ट उसका नाम तो याद रख लिया करो. क्योंकि who took your mock, अगर कोई बाद में पूछता है या डिस्कशन करना है तो फिर उसका नाम याद कर लेना कौन ले रहा है. Okay. 0.975, 0.912. Okay, so fair enough. So श्रेष्ठ ने वैल्यू शेयर किया. What about others? बाकी लोग आया नहीं आया? Okay. So Siddharth is sharing values. Okay guys, so do one thing, take a break for 15-20 minutes, and after break let's try to build our model on a little bigger data set. So yesterday we took an inbuilt data set, thoda sa increase kiya. Let's try to build it on the property price data set. So on a little bigger data set where much more data cleaning is needed, and then probably we can say that probably linear comes to an end. And प्लीज लीनियर रिग्रेशन हम लोग वापस कर रहे हैं तो एक बार थ्योरी को वापस देख लेना. Try seeing your theory. Just before we go on break, guys, tell me one thing. This time, जो अभी mock हुआ, in this mock, probably people haven't asked any questions related to data science and machine learning. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Why? Because probably this was SEM 1 mock. SEM 2 mock में I think वो it would be on top of on someone. They can ask questions related to someone also and SEM 2 also. So SEM 2 में क्या-क्या चीज आ जाती? Does data science come into the picture?
Yes, so all
models, all machine learning
models, all machine learning models, supervised, unsupervised,
supervised, deep learning. Okay,
so have they published the date when the SEM 2 mock would be there?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. See, my suggestion is people now are slowly back after Diwali vacation. Put a little pressure on Utkarsha and get your pressure as in talk to her and get your SEM 2 mock arranged. है ना? तो उससे क्या होगा ना, तुम लोग का preparation भी हो जाएगा, and when any company is coming ना, you would be kind of eligible also, because that is one thing which I've seen in Imartus. कि वो मॉक्स के नंबर्स को थोड़ा सा प्रेफरेंस देते हैं. सो गेट योर मॉक शेड्यूल गाइस. सो दैट इज माय सजेशन. ठीक है, डोंट वेट कि नहीं अभी प्रिपरेशन नहीं है, थोड़ा और टाइम मिल जाए. वो टाइम कभी नहीं आएगा कि तुम्हें प्रिपरेशन होगी. सो वंस द मॉक्स आर शेड्यूल्ड यू विल obviously prepare and you will get it clear, है ना. So my suggestion is talk to Kaisha, get a date fixed and get your mocks done. At least for sem 2 तो करा ही लो, because जितना पोस्टपोन करोगे चांसेस ऑफ फेलिंग विल इंक्रीज, क्योंकि चीजें भूलते
Okay.
जाओगे. जितना जल्दी
Yes.
कराओगे चांसेस ऑफ गेटिंग गुड मार्क्स वुड बी मोर. ठीक है, ठीक है. सो
Yes,
दैट
sir.
इज जस्ट, है ना, माय सजेशन. ठीक है, बाकी तुम लोग तो अब इंटेलिजेंट हो ही. ठीक है guys, so let's take some break, and after break so let's meet around 12 na? And we'll try to build a model on a property based data set.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys, so let's get started. Class, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let's try to build our linear regression model on property price dataset. Okay, so please read the property price file. So let's run our div function PA and see how many records are there. 1, 4, 5, 9, and 29. सब लोग please confirm करो, have they read the file?
Yes, sir.
What about others?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. Let's run this thing. So call sums, and then let me say is dot NA and PA. So let's see. So you get this thing. Okay. So you get which column has how many nulls. Now, if you want to find, can we find the percentage nulls? Can we find the percentage nulls? So call sums, and if I say into 100, and if I divide it by this number, so 1459, so dim PA, if I divide it by 1, okay, so let me say I divide it by this thing. इसको erase कर देते हैं पहले. So you can get the percentage also. So which column has how many percentage of? So lot extent has 17%, lane type has 93%, 93.76%. So same thing which we were doing in Python, probably we have done it over here also. So if you want to find the percentage of nulls. But क्या हम filters कर सकते हैं? So let me say call names PA and this, and if I give call sums greater than, let me say 40, तो क्या ये काम करेगा? Yes. So सब लोग प्लीज एक सेकंड यहाँ पे देखना. Check the line number 420. So to understand the line number 420, you need to focus on the line number 417. So this gives the answer in percentage nulls. Okay, so percentage nulls, and call sums PA, it gives you the name of the columns. Okay, so what I'm doing is, so this part is nothing but, or you can say this part is nothing but the line number 417. So if you give 40, it will select all those columns which are having nulls more than 40%. If you give 50, it will select all the nulls with all the columns which are having more than 50%. If you give 30, it will give you all the columns which are having more than 30% of the nulls or whatever. Let me know, is everyone clear with line number 417 and 420? ऐसी कुछ चीजें हमने पाइथन में भी करी, so I'm just trying to replicate. So those who have forgotten, Python में हम कुछ ऐसा करते हैं. So suppose PA dot is null करते हैं हम लोग, is null dot sum, and then I would have given something like this. PA dot is null dot sum greater than 0.4, something like this. So same thing I'm doing with it. Kalpesh, Lokik, Shraddha. Guys, are you clear? I'm just calling out few names.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So depending upon how much. So
Yes, sir.
So basically, let's okay. Thank you for confirming. And view your PA. So ID column. So basically, what should I do? I should get rid of these 5 columns, and I should also get rid of your ID column. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll write a code which will drop these columns. So let me say column to be dropped. So take any variable, and then I'll say C, and in सबको एक साथ copy कर लो. Put it over there, and obviously introduce a comma and reduce the systems. And then put this miscellaneous feature also. इसको एक काम करो ना, ऐसे डालता हूँ. And put this ID column. I is capital I and small d. Put this ID column also. Okay, so columns to be dropped. I have created one variable which contains all name of all the columns which have to be dropped. So I'll drop them in a single pool. Okay. So then I'll say PA and I'll say PA. So use this code when you have many columns to be dropped. Otherwise, you can do it very easily. Exclamation marks, names, PA, percentage and percentage. अच्छा, I hope I have discussed this percentage and percentage. पहले कभी discuss किया? याद करो, किया होगा. According to me, I remember. So I'm just scrolling back. Percentage and percentage. Somewhere I think I have discussed. So it is used to check whether our data is, whether a record is there or not. Okay. So percentage and percentage, and then I'll say column to be dropped. Okay, guys, see, let me do one thing. Percentage and according to me, I have discussed percentage and अच्छा चलो अगर नहीं भी कोई कंफर्म करेगा परसेंटेज हमने पहले डिस्कस किया. अच्छा चलो, no one is answering. So let me take it up once again. See, names PA. सब लोग please focus on the line number 426. Little different code, but at the same time it's not difficult. It's very simple. So what does names PA do? It will give you name of all the columns. So 79, 80, and 81. Totally there are 81 columns. And then I have created a variable columns to be dropped. It contains the name of the 6 columns which I want to drop. Okay. Now what I'm doing is I am saying names PA percentage in columns to be dropped. So basically what it will do, it will select the name. So percentage in does, it will select those names which are to be dropped. So basically if I run only this much part, let's see one thing. If I run only this much part, let's see what happens. Okay, so yes, I guess. Okay, so percentage in percentage, it will give you name of those columns which are to be dropped. So you will notice that true is coming only 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and somewhere one more true would have been coming. So 1, 2, 6 बार 2 आ रहा है, हाँ 3, 4, 5 and 6. So it is giving you those names. So for example, if I say names PA, this thing. आप सब लोग प्लीज ध्यान से देखो यहाँ पे. So it gives you the name of the 6 columns which are to be dropped. I hope people are clear with line number 430. Now what I'm doing, I am putting a not to equal sign. I'm giving a not to equal sign because I don't want to select these 6 columns. I want to leave these 6 columns and select all the other columns. And while selecting all the other columns, I want to select all the rows. So that is why I have given comma and I have left this blank. So this comma and blank indicates I want to select all the rows and I don't want to select those 6 columns. And that is why I have given not equal to sign. So it will not select these 6 columns, but it will select all the other columns. So now what I'm going to run this line. Before running this line, let's do one thing. So dim PA. So what is the dimension before running this line? And ये line यहाँ पे paste किया. Now let's run this line. Okay, so कुछ error आ रहा है. So it says error unexpected.
Percentage.
परसेंट यहाँ पे ये कॉमा आ गया क्या? हाँ, अच्छा कुछ तो हल्का सा. हाँ, so now do you notice it has dropped? So I hope people are clear. So मैंने उसको step wise explain कर दिया. What is percentage in? Percentage is used to check. So let me write it in a simple way. So I'll say A percentage in percentage B. So it will check if the records in variable B are present in record in variable A. And since I'm using not equal to sign, it will leave those records which are present in both of them and it will select only those which are not present. Okay. Up please karo. And everyone please check that your dimension should be 1459 and 75.
So can you show me the whole code you've done since the break, please? Just for 1 second. I just want to see if I'm right.
Okay. So after break, we have started from this point. Yes. So I have read the file. I have done the call sums. Then I'm checking. So this line, you can, if you want, you can ignore it. This is to check find the percentage null. At line number 420, I'm selecting the columns which are having the nulls more than a particular limit. And line number 429, obviously, I'm dropping them.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So I'll get rid of all the unnecessary code. जितना भी code जरूरत का नहीं है, वो सब हटा देते हैं. columns to be dropped. Ideally, this should be, ये तो ऊपर था ना, नीचे कैसे आ गया भाई? This line should be somewhere over here, ideally. Okay, and let me run the DMPA. What's the dimension? ठीक है, fair enough. Class, please quickly confirm karo. Have you done till this point?
Yes, sir.
What about others? Baki log? So only 2-3 people have confirmed. Okay, let's move ahead now. So basically what we have done, we have got rid of those columns which are having huge percentage of nulls. Okay, but still nulls are still there. For many columns, nulls are still there. So we need to handle the nulls. So for handling the nulls, probably there is no shortcut. You need to write your code. Okay, so now two things which we need to do is fill the nulls. And then another thing is we need to do is convert labels, or you can say non-numeric to numbers. ये दो चीजें हमें करनी है before I can do any sampling or model building. So fill the nulls. So let's try filling the nulls. Let's use this code once again. And this time, let me say greater than 0. So these are the columns which are having the nulls. So 13 and 14. So there are 14 columns which still have the nulls. So let's get rid of the nulls, guys. So let me say PA dollar lot extent. So what value does PA dollar lot extent takes? So it takes kind of numbers. So how do we get rid of the nulls? Can someone put a code for getting rid of the nulls? Nulls कैसे हटाते हैं in R? Or I'll not say nulls कैसे हटाते हैं, but how do we fill the values for the null? No one. Okay. I think slowly लोगों को याद आ जाएगा. I know थोड़ा सा ये code different है, but still. Now, what do you want to fill over here? So let me say I want to fill the mean value. So mean init. So how did you got this value 70?
I take a means.
You've taken a mean. How? Na.rm करके लिया?
Yes.
Okay. एक सेकंड पहले से उसको निकाल दे. नहीं. So my mistake. So basically, I think I'm writing the Python code. Na.rm is equal to true. So 70.04583. Okay. Now, which is the next column? Let's quickly have the columns. So lot extent, and then you have your big linear type. Okay. So in brick veneer type, what should I fill? So okay, this is non-numeric. So brick veneer type, let's do one thing. Let's run a table function. So brick is none, stone. Okay. So let's fill none and only. So after brick veneer, then you have your brick veneer area. Let's do one thing. पहले इसको ना multiple times copy कर देते हैं. 1, 2, 3, 4. अरे क्या प्रॉब्लम है? इधर शिफ्ट क्यों नहीं हो रहा? Okay, so I have done till lot extent brick veneer type and then brick veneer area. Brick veneer area, then you have your basement height. Then you have your basement condition. So keep one thing in mind that handling of nulls will take some time. So have patience. There is no as such shortcut available. Area you have type 1. Then you have your this thing print. Then you have your garage. Okay, I should have made two times. I have made it once. Garage, then so I think there was some audio loss. So garage finish area, garage finish year basically. And garage finish here, garage quality. And then you have your garage condition. Okay. Okay. Guys, I hope people are doing coding along with me. है ना? Don't expect कि मैं paste करूँगा. I want people to practice. है ना? थोड़ा सा time and लगेगा, but at the end, it would be done. Have patience. So this thing, and then you have electrical system. PA garage, PA built-in area, built-in area, and then finish here. Then you have PA garage quality. Quality, then you have PA garage condition. So I think now the most part is done. And so let's take one value at a time. So brick veneer area. Okay, so what is the thing over here? So let's run our table function. Brick veneer area. Isme kya kya cheez hai? Let's see. So this is basically numeric. Okay, so this is basically numeric. So what I'll do is I'll put something like this, and I'll say $PA brick veneer area. Okay, now basement height. So what is basement height? Can we quickly check it? I hope people are coding along with me. So it is EXFAGDTA. So what we can do is we can put something like this. TA. So let's take the highest value is TA. So TA dal dete hain, basement condition. So basement condition, I think it should be non-numeric only. So basement condition. So TA, again, let's put TA. Now things will move fast. And exposure level. So what is exposure level? Exposure level AVGD MNO. Exposure level, let me say NO, and basement fin type 1. So fin type 1 has to be non-numeric only. Class, am I audible? आवाज आ रही है at least सबको?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So thanks for confirming. So I'm just busy in coding. And this is to give you confidence and moral boosting that you don't need to be afraid. Otherwise, ये code तो मेरे पास होगा कहीं ना कहीं, अगर मैं चाहूँ तो मिल जाएगा. But still, I'm trying to do it in front of you because in real life, somewhere patience may also be needed. So you again have UNF. So इसको copy कर लीजिए and put it over here. So fin type 1, fin type 2, then you have your electrical system. And later on, probably I'll try to give you some shortcuts also. Then you have SPRKR, electrical system. Then you have PA garage, $PA garage. Then you have detached. No, you have attached. So garage is attached. So a house where you have an attached garage. So the cost may be a little higher. Built-in area. Built-in year, sorry. Built-in year. What's the built-in year? I think it would be numeric now. So running table function doesn't make more sense. Okay, so let's find the mean here. So I'll say something like this. And instead of brick veneer area, let me say built-in year. Built-in year. Then you have your finish year. Okay, so I think finish year bhi वैसे ही होगा. You have your garage finish year. So okay, now this is problem. Garage finish year is the okay. So finish, refurnished, and unfinished. Okay, so fair enough. It is not in numbers. It in this thing. So PA garage quality. Garage quality has to be in labels. TA, and then you have the garage condition. देख लेते हैं garage condition क्या है भाई. It has to be in. So again TA. Okay, fair enough. So before I execute the code, I'll do a sanity check. I'll just manually glance at lot extent, brick veneer type, brick veneer area, basement height, basement condition, exposure level, fin type 1, fin type 2, electrical system, garage, built-in air, garage finish area, quality, condition, this. Okay, fair enough. I don't think I should get an error. So I get an error. Okay, acha, I haven't given this inputs. Okay, so this is a small mistake. Rest, I think everything should go fine. Fair enough. And what I'll do is I'll copy this line and paste it once over here so that you also do it. And I should get answer as 0. It means all the nulls have been removed. Okay, now tell me how much time do you need to take? Basically, the code is little longer, but then at the same time, it's very simple. Take 5 minutes and don't ask me to paste this code on the chat. Okay, please, thoda sa practice. Take 5 minutes and try writing it and run the last line. Run the last line to see whether your all nulls have been removed or not. I'll be on mute for next few minutes. Okay, so I was not there at my system for some time, but I hope everyone has done.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Now, so basically, what we have done, we have got rid of the null, but let's convert our labels to numbers. So one way you obviously know is you can use your as dot factor or as dot numeric. Another is probably एक shortcut भी use कर सकते हैं. Let me take one shortcut. So मैं एक code copy paste कर रहा हूँ. देखो क्या होगा. Okay. So basically, now guys, have a look. Can someone tell me ये line number 461 पे क्या होगा? Okay, थोड़ा मुश्किल है बताना. ठीक है. Now, code दिखने में बड़ा है, but then at the same time it's very simple. You already know what call names does. Okay. ठीक है. So grapple is a name of the function. Okay. Now, basically, what my aim is. My aim is to convert all non-numeric to numbers. Okay. So there are two ways in which you can do. There are two ways in which you can do. The first approach is take one column at a time. Take one column at a time. Okay. And then you say as dot factor, as dot numeric. That is one approach. Another approach is you create a data frame which has only those columns which are non-numeric and convert that entire data frame to numbers. Something equivalent to your shortcut in label encoders. सबको याद आता है? मैंने तुम लोग को एक शॉर्टकट दिया था लेबल एनकोडर्स का जो पूरे डेटा फ्रेम के साथ लगता था. ठीक है ना? But over here it would be little different way. Okay. So let's take the second approach. You create a data frame which has only those columns which are non-numeric and convert the entire data frame to numbers. Now, everyone please listen and observe carefully. If you want to create a data frame which has only non-numeric, how did we did in Python? In Python, we said that type df. In Python, we use with type we have used our object function. सबको याद आ रहा है? If type was object, then that column was non-numeric. Class, can I have a confirmation? सबको इतना याद आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Python, at least Python का याद आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Python में अगर column object है, it means वो non-numeric है. But R में इतना simple नहीं है. In R, column can be non-numeric and it can have various things. So if column is your numeric, then it would be either float or integer. But if column is non-numeric, then it can be either factor. It can be logical. Logical means it has true and false. It can has characters also, characters as in sentence. So when a column is non-numeric, it can be either factor, logical, or character. So what I'm doing, factor, logical, or character, you can say it is something equivalent to your object in Python. Okay, and then I'm saying sapply class. So sapply is nothing but your simple apply. It is same as your apply function. So PA class. Okay. So class is used to check your, basically. So let me say, if you say class and if you give PA, so it is equivalent to your type function. So it tells you that it's a data frame. Okay. Now, so what I'm saying is, I'm saying grepl factor logical character s apply PA class. And then I'm saying call names PA and this thing. So this thing is used to select all the rows. It will select all the rows PA. And when I run this thing, तुम इसे run करोगे, now you run your dim PA1. So the number of rows would still be same. So the number of rows are still same, 1459, but number of columns are 38. And if you want to check, if you want to view PA1 को एक बार view करके देखो. You will see all those columns which are non-numeric have been selected. कोई भी numeric column तुम्हें यहाँ आता हुआ दिखाई नहीं देगा. All the columns which are non-numeric have been selected. And ये जो लाइन मैंने तुम्हें दिखाई है ना, तुम्हें कहीं नेट पे शायद नहीं मिलेगी, खुद मेरी बनाई हुई लाइन. I have designed it. ठीक है. So let me explain it. So call names PA. So it will select all the column names. Grapl is a function. So it is kind of your regular expression function. So it will check whether factor, logical or character are there in your PA class. Okay. So what class function will do? It will check the class for each and every column. And then based upon that, if it is factor, logical or character, it would be selected. Otherwise, it would not be selected. Okay. Now, please, and remember this line. ये line कभी-कभी बहुत जरूरी हो जाती है when you are doing a very big data cleaning. So it helps you to filter out all the columns which are non-numeric. So इसके आगे selected all columns which are non-numeric. Okay. I know many people are still not very much clear. Let me explain it once more. एक बार सब लोग प्लीज यहाँ पे देखो. So when I say PA and when I say this, comma this. So ये किस लिए होता है? Please बताओ. Anyone? So this is to select your rows and columns. This is to, over here you give the information of rows. Over here you give the information of columns. Now, so what I have done, I have left this as blank. So it means I'm selecting all the columns. Sorry, it means I'm selecting all the rows. And for columns, which columns do I want? I want these columns. So for example, अगर मैं सिर्फ इतना ले लूं और रन करूं तो देखो क्या होता है. अच्छा, so यहाँ half, I cannot run it half, I guess. No, ये यहाँ तक रन करो. Okay. Guys, see over here. So I'm trying to break the code and trying explaining you. So when I run this part, so what do I get? I get true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false for all the columns. So you will get true. You will get true if a column is non-numeric. You will get false if column is numeric. Now, what you are doing? You are passing this thing within your call names PA. So call names PA selects all the column names. So it will select only those column names which are non-numeric. I hope people are clear now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So जब कोई बड़ा सा कोड आए ना तो हमेशा उसको ब्रेक करके समझने की कोशिश करो. I hope. Okay, so basically what I have done, I have selected a data frame which contains only those columns which are non-numeric. But still the conversion is still pending. I need to convert them into numbers. So उसके लिए मेरे पास already चीज है that I'll do. Okay, so before that, let's do one thing. Let me say PA2, and then I'll say selective PA comma is not numeric PA. Okay, let's see what happens. Is numeric simple, I guess. Okay, now let's view a PA2. Okay, so basically what I've done, I have selected all the columns, or I have created a data frame which contains only numeric columns. I have created a data frame which contains only numeric columns. So later on, see, basically now I have two data frames. One is your PA1, another is your PA2. So if you want, you can view your PA2. It contains those columns which are numbers, So what I will do, the approach which I want to take is, let's convert PA1 to numbers. Let's convert PA1 from labels to numbers, and then merge PA1 and PA2. PA1 and PA2 दोनों को merge कर देंगे, so that again I have the final data frame. Now tell me guys, ये concept clear हो रहा है सबको?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, na? So let's go ahead and do it. So now almost done. Okay. Acha, see, remember, whenever you are doing one thing, you were saying something df dollar call name, df dollar column, okay? And then you were saying as dot numeric, and you were saying as dot factor, okay? So first of all, you were converting into factor, and then you were converting into numbers, right? So the same logic has to be applied on the data frame also. So first I need to convert into factor, and then I'll convert it into numbers. So what I'll do, I'll say something like this. So I'll say PA1 call names factor. So I'm running the factor function on column names PA1, and I'm doing a apply. So all the columns would be converted into factors. Okay. इसके आगे comment लिख लेना. So this line is just for explanation purpose. You don't need it. So this is to convert all columns to factor. Okay. All columns to factor, and then you convert them.
Sir.
Yes.
In my R, sir, selective command is not working, sir. It says could not find function selective.
Could not find function selective. Okay. तुमने लाइब्रेरी डिप्लॉय करा है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. एक बार से गूगल सर्च करो, देखो क्या बोलता है. अदरवाइज आई डू. ठीक है, मैं सर्च कर दूंगा, अदरवाइज क्या इशू है. अच्छा, एक सेकंड से आप लोग प्लीज यहाँ पे देखना. सो यूजिंग Okay, so select if. अगर नहीं है तो तुम्हारे न्यूमेरिक में प्रॉब्लम आ रहा होगा, ठीक है. But I hope line number 464 and 466 के लिए कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा. So now what I'm doing, I'm saying as dot data frame. ठीक है, so as dot data frame will create a data frame, and then I'm saying L apply PA1 and और यहाँ पे एक ही बचा है, तुम ये डाल सकते. Mm-hmm. 38 warnings to see that. Let me see what is PA3. नहीं, कुछ तो प्रॉब्लम हुआ. S dot data dot frame. Like almost. Just 1 second. Basically, let's do one thing. ऐसे बड़ा मुश्किल हो रहा है. So let me do one thing. Let me create this thing. एक छोटा सा वेरिएबल यहाँ पे क्रिएट कर लेते हैं, and then let's use that variable. And let's see what AA contains. It contains all those 37 names. And over here, let's do one thing. Let's say I'll apply PA1 and AA, comma, S dot numeric. Okay, I think I should get now. Now, if you see view PA3, view PA3 and I think ये एक ब्रैकेट यहाँ पे क्लोज होना चाहिए. यहाँ क्लोज होना चाहिए. Now let's try view PA3. Now you get this data. Okay. So ये एक data आ जाएगा हमारे पास. Then what I'll do is let's get the final data PA4, and I can say cbind PA3, comma, which one? PA2. So things have been created. Now if I run the dim function on PA4, so I have again 1459 records and 75 columns. And agar tum view PA4 karoge, so everything should be in numbers. Okay, so everything is in numbers. So let's do one thing. Let's try understanding what has happened in this line. Okay, so basically let's try understanding line number 466 and 468. So at line number 466, what I have done, I am getting name of all the columns which are non-numeric, okay, which we have already discussed. Then what I'm doing as dot data frame. So as dot data frame is used to convert your data into data frame. and I'm saying L apply. So L apply, I'm applying as dot numeric function. So before applying the numeric function, at line number 464, I have converted all of them into factors. So apply as dot numeric to PA, PA1, AA. What is AA? A contains all the columns which are numeric, and PA1 is the name of your data frame which contains all the this one. So PA1 AA as dot numeric, and you are applying this thing. So after you are converting them into numbers, and then you are creating a data frame. At line number 472, I am doing a C3 and PA2. What is PA2? PA2 is a data frame which contains all your numeric things. Okay, and then you have this final thing. अब बताओ क्या इशू आ रहा था लोगों को, ये फंक्शन सेलेक्ट इफ नहीं मिल रहा है.
Yes, sir.
सर्च किया गूगल सर्च,
Yes, sir.
कोई सोल्यूशन मिला?
No, sir. अलग ही जगह redirect हो रहा है, sir.
So what is error message? Please go on the chat window. Could not find the function selective. Okay. Select if आना तो चाहिए. I think it is the function. Guys, am I audible? सबको आवाज आ रही मेरी?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So selective function is coming from library deployer only. Check. So library deployer करो please. So do library deployer वहीं से आया है.
Sir, can you show the codes again, that AA command one, where we created a function?
Selective चला?
No, sir. I imported the library again, and then also it is not working, sir.
एक second. ये देखो 100% sure it is coming from deployer package only. See. So basically, I'll tell you one more command. So can you notice this command? The last line. LS stands for your list. List package dplyr. So if you run this line, it will give you all the functions which are coming with deployer. So अगर मैं scroll करूँगा तो तुम देखोगे select if. It is coming from over here. So सब लोग please run करो जरा. Run this line and see if this select if is coming or not.
Sir, it's coming.
It's coming now, select if.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's coming.
It's coming now. So if it is coming, then obviously you can use it. तुम लोग कुछ गलत तरीके से यूज कर रहे हो, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है. So let me do one thing. I know this code is a little bigger code. मैंने ये सारा कोड चैट पर रखा. एक बारी इसको चैट से उठाओ.
Sir, it is there, sir. Selective, it is there in my also, but it is not, means the command is not working itself, sir.
Which command?
That selective command, it is shown in that list package. It is showing that selective command is there, but when I run that command, sir, but it is not working, sir.
Sure. So I have pasted the command also, select if PS Monarch. So see, basically, if you do the Google search ना, तो उसमें कोई error message जैसा आता ही दिख ही नहीं रहा है. किसी को ऐसा कोई error message आया?
No, sir. अभी चल गया सर अचानक से, सर.
हैं?
हाँ सर, चल गया सर. वापस एक बार किया तब चल गया सर. स्टार्टिंग को नहीं आ रहा था, अभी वापस किया तो चल गया.
Hey Vaishnavi. So it is software. So okay, ठीक है, fair enough. अगर अभी चल गया है तो ठीक है. But normally ऐसा तो नहीं हुआ होगा. पहले कुछ कॉमा डॉट कोई मिस्टेक हल्का सा हुआ होगा, उस वजह से नहीं आया होगा. But fair enough. अगर अभी चल रहा है तो fair enough. So जादू हो गया है मेरे छूते ही. अच्छा चलो, जोक्स अपार्ट गाइस, एवरीवन प्लीज कंफर्म. चीज पे फोकस करेंगे. view your PA4. उसको manually view करना है. You will face error while building the model. Glance it. Do eyeballing up and down. Scroll करो data को and check करो. Everything should be in numbers. I don't want people to say कि मेरे को error आ रहा है. Object found, ये found, वो found.
Sir, can you show the code, sir, that last code?
I have already pasted that on chat window, Vaishnavi.
Okay.
But still, if you want to see, so this part from line number 457 till 472, I am pasting it again on the chat window. Use it wisely. Use it wisely as in, I have already explained each and every line. Don't do a blind copy paste. Take some time and do one by one line at a time. Guys, please होने के बाद confirm करो. And then let's go for our model building. Model building part you can do on your own also. Not much help needed from my side.
Answer.
Check किया. So have you checked this line? सबने view
Yes,
करा
sir.
data को?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है? Scroll it, view it. What about others? बाकी लोगों का नाम लेता हूँ मैं, कुछ लोगों का. So Dhruv, Kalpesh, Pratmesh, Shreya,
Done, sir.
Siddharth.
Done, sir.
Done? अच्छा, ठीक है. Now, so for model building part, let's do one thing. So let me say LM. And what was the name of my target variable? Name of my target variable was sales price. Sales price का है, उसका exact नाम देख लो. So it doesn't matter whether the target variable is in between or at the end. You would be knowing your target variable, name of your target variable. अच्छा, थोड़ा सा मुश्किल लग रहा है ना. So let's do one thing. What I'll do is I'll say call names. And then I'll say P. यहाँ से मिल जाएगा. So it is sales price. Okay, so it is at the end. So sales price. So LM sales price. Acha, my mistake. Let's do one thing. First of all, let's do the sampling now. So let me say SAM PA and I'll say sample 2, N row PA and probability is equal to C 0.8, 0.2. So वो अपने आप हमें पैरामीटर बता देगा. What parameter is missing in the error message? So it says replace equal to false. हम इसको यहाँ डाल देंगे. Replace क्या बता देंगे? Replace equal to true. Replace equal to, एक quick glance कर लेते हैं. 1 2 1 2. Okay. So I'll say PA train and PA test.
We will have to do on PA4, na sir. To do this means train and test.
Pardon?
Sir, PA4, na, sir, we have to do for PA4 because we did...
sorry, PA4, yeah, a very good point. So PA4 ke liye karna hai, PA4, yes. So PA4 is a final data. Yes, very good point. So it means at least one person is observant. So thanks, Vaishnavi. So PA4, okay. So यहाँ पे भी PA4 डाल देते हैं. Sample PA equal to 1, comma. ये train हो जाएगा. And इसको कर देंगे. That's it. So एक बार वापस सारा run कर देते हैं. And if you want, you can introduce the set.seed factor also. Let's say model PA, and I'll say LM. And for LM, call names PA, देख लेते हैं क्या था, sale price. So sale price को उठा लेते हैं, यहाँ पे डाल देते हैं. Data is equal to PA underscore train. And let's build the model. So I don't get any error message. It means model has gone fine. So this is my R square and adjusted R square. Okay. So others, please create the model and paste your R square and adjusted R square value. Okay, so people are getting the values, okay. Okay. Okay, so Prathamesh is getting these values, others registered as well. Okay. So people are getting, okay, fair enough. Let's quickly see our assumptions. So let me say mean of the error terms. So model underscore PA dollar residuals. So mean is 0, but let's do our histogram. Dollar residuals. So histogram is not that okay. So obviously it's not a normal distribution. So there is a sudden peak. There's a sudden peak, and if you want, you can introduce some bins also. So let me say bins equal to some 30-40. देखते हैं most of the data कहाँ है. Okay, I think it is not bins in R, it is break. So this is the confusion which will happen in R and Python. Okay, so the skewness wise, it may still be okay, but obviously on the kurtosis part, model is not that good. let's see our box plot. So probably I think this is a fit case of removing the outliers. So outliers हटाने पड़ेंगे if there are, box plot कर लेते हैं. Okay, so box plot says number of outliers, and then if you want you can do a scatter plot. So let's see. Okay, so scatter plot also says that there are outliers. So there are many points which are away from the mean, which are far away from the region. So probably we should be removing some kind of outliers. Please try removing the outliers and see if your model gets better or not. सब लोग अपने लेवल पे outliers हटाने की कोशिश करो. Okay, guys, is the model getting little better after removing outliers? कुछ improvement आता है? No answers? Okay. Let's do one thing. So let me say predict trail, and I do some kind of prediction. So I haven't removed the outlier, and I say this thing, model this, comma. I want to do prediction of, let me say, PA train. Okay, deficient PA model. Okay, so fair enough, no problem with that. Now let me say plot predicted and errors. I just want to do a plot of this thing. Okay. See. सब लोग please ये दो lines run करो. Line number 490 and 491. So I'm introducing one more check. So basically what I've done. So this is a plot of predicted and errors. Predicted and the error terms. This is the plot of predicted and the error terms. Let me do one thing. Let me take a snippet and put it on the paint window. Okay. Now let's do one thing. So I'll zoom it and take a snippet of it. Copy it and put it over here. Okay. See, now guys, focus over here. So on x-axis, you have your this thing. On x-axis you have predicted values, and on y-axis you have your residual. Residual is nothing but your errors. So do you notice that till this point, whichever I am marking in green, so if this is your probably mean, if this is your mean, let me draw a little better line. If this is your mean, then for these points, they are far away from the mean. So you are having a pattern in your error terms. Can you notice? You are having some patterns in your error term. Okay. So which is also an indication that your assumptions are getting broken. Or probably the assumption of homoscedasticity. The variance around the regression line should be same, but variance over here is not same. थोड़ा सा cone pattern आता हुआ दिखता है, some cone pattern. देखो guys. So it means the assumption of homoscedasticity and the variance, all these assumptions are getting broken. Okay, so a fit case for removing the outliers. So let's remove our outliers. So what I'll do is I'll say something like this. So let me say AAA and box plot on PA4 dollar sale price. So पता चल जाएगा कौन-कौन से हमारे outliers हैं. So inspect AA. So the outlier value stands from your this thing. So 34,000. So anything more than 34,000 is taken as your outlier. So what I'll do is I'll say PA4 and PA4 dollar sale price. Not condition. Sale price should be less than or equal to this much. It's not 34,000, but it's 3,40,000. Okay, so I'm selecting all the columns and rows based upon this. So let's, okay, so PA4. So PA4, or let me select dim PA4. Okay, so number of rows have reduced. So previously, I think there were some, kitne rows the 1459. From 1459, it has reduced to 1398. Okay. So you have made the changes in your PA4. Now what you need to do is you need to run your this thing once again. That's it. Okay. Okay. So model is improving. So if you think there are still few more outliers are there, you can still remove the outliers. Okay. But now if you notice, the values have improved. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. I'll take a snippet and I'll put it back over. See, so from the layman perspective, probably you might be saying that model has degraded, but actually model has improved. See, over here, this was your before, and this is after removing some outliers, and this was before. So do you notice the outliers were going till your 3 lakh. But now outliers are going only till your 2 lakh. So the range has reduced. So range has reduced. And if you notice that many points are close to your mean, right? So there are still few points are there which are far away from the mean. But the distance, the amount of distance which were, how much they were far away from the mean, it has reduced. Previously, it was going till your 3E05. And now it is only till 2 lakh. So 3E05 is nothing but kind of 3 lakh. And on the higher side, it was going till your 1 lakh. But now it is going till only till your kind of 50,000. Okay. So the range of errors is getting reduced. Why? Because I have removed the outliers. Okay. And then if you want, you can find your MSC, RMSC and all those things. Remove, if you still want to remove the outliers, remove it once more. Okay. And this is how you will create it. Class, are you with me? Done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm not writing the code for finding MSC, RMSC, MAPE. Okay. But please, tum log apne se kar lo. I have already shown you that code more than once. Okay, so this basically brings into your linear regression, whatever I wanted to cover. So I'll not go any further because I can see count is going down very heavily. So either people are not interested in R, or probably it's a Diwali effect or whatever. I can't say. But okay, so I'll not go any further. And tomorrow when we'll meet, we will start with a logistic regression. So please take this opportunity. Thoda sa logistic regression confusion matrix padh ke aao. I'll do a small revision on logistic and confusion matrix, so which will also help you in your mocks and any interview if you're going for. And then obviously we'll do our coding. So data cleaning, coding, all those things we'll do. Okay, so probably logistic regression, and then things will move very fast from there. We'll see decision tree, random forest, and then probably k-means, and your R comes to an end. Okay. So in R, we do not cover all the algorithms. वो सारी चीजें cover नहीं होती जो Python में है. So some basic algorithms, and then things will come to it. So probably I think 3 or maximum 4 more classes, and then R comes to it. Okay. Okay, guys. Any questions? If not, then probably I'll leave the session.
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you everyone for joining. I'll end the session now.
Okay, sir.